questions for Austin?
They missed the field goal, and then you guys have to sit and sweat out the rest, talking about was there a penalty or not.
Yeah. That was nerve-wracking, by the way.
Yeah. But when you finally got out there, was it just doing what you guys did all August to prepare for?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do that kind of stuff every day. You know, you guys that are out there at practice see that, you know, we throw it and go through those 2-minute situations a lot. And, you know, it just came down to that at the end. It's just a matter of players making plays, and our receiver did that. Our O-line blocked great at the end. So we prepare for that every day, and, you know, we were prepared for it tonight, and we got the win out of it. So.
Talk about that touchdown pass. And, you know, when you hit it, you knew that was it, huh?
Yeah, I knew it. I was originally looking for Carlos on the outside. It was kind of a double move play call, and the corner really didn't bite that much. Obviously, they're trying to keep everything in front of him. And then I looked in the inside, and Gambo ran a great route and kind of beat him. And right when I threw it, I knew it. And joked with Gambo that he wouldn't fumble this time. And because we've had a couple of connections, he didn't really like when I said that. But no, it was huge because, you know, that guy worked so hard. And even last week at the Nevada game, you know, he's trying to make a play at the end. And you can't blame anyone for trying to make a play. And it was just an unfortunate kind of an event last week. But this time, right when I threw it, I knew he was going to go in and score. It was a big moment.
So with the pump fake, you were trying to go to Carlos?
No, I pump fake because of the double.
That was part of the.
Yeah, that was a play call. That was a double move. So I was just trying to pump fake and get that corner to bite up a little bit, and he really didn't. The safety kind of split the two, and like I said, Gamble ran a great route and was able to punch it in there, and he finished it. He finished the deal.
Coach handed the game over to you, you know, to come on in there and get it done. And so, with that being said, did you look at it like, hey, opportunity here, we need to win this game, keep our dreams alive, like everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely looked at it as an opportunity. I thought we did a great job of keeping our composure the whole drive. You know, it wasn't the prettiest drive. I worm burned one in the ground to Carlos on a comeback. I missed Reese, you know, but we just kept our focus. There was a couple third down conversions on that last drive. The players on the outside, our receivers made great plays, like I said, and the line blocked, and we're fortunate to come out with a win.
Austin, what's going through your head when they decide to call your number? They're telling you you're going out there for the final 2 minutes of this game when you hadn't played the whole rest of the game, and I mean, how did you seize this opportunity?
I just tried to stay focused all game. You know, whether or not I got my number called, I didn't know, and I can't control that. But when I did, I just tried to make the most of my opportunity and went in there to the huddle. And you know, we were all confident in our abilities, and I had no doubt from the first play in the huddle that we were going to go down and score because of the look in all the guys' eyes. You know, we were all confident, and we believed that we were going to go however many yards it was and score. So I think it was just a matter of us believing in ourselves, and when we do that, we're hard to stop, I think. So it was a props to our guys for making such good plays there at the end.
As a guy who's used to playing, obviously, not only one drive a game, what's the biggest difference during games that you do in terms of keeping yourself ready to go? If you're used to playing, how do you keep yourself ready in a game when you're watching?
I think the biggest thing is just pay attention the whole game. You know, it's easy when you're not in there to not pay attention to what the defense is running, what the secondary is doing, what the linebackers, DNs, all that. So I think that's probably the hardest part, is just to stay focused and pay attention throughout the whole game, because you do never know when your numbers are going to get called. But if you pay attention to what the defense is doing the whole game, you get a clue of what they're doing, and that helps. You know, on the last drive, I had an idea of what they were going to do just by kind of watching the whole game, so that helps for sure.
Late in the game, you start kind of looking at the clock, knowing that there's going to be a scenario where they're going to need me because we're going to be in a passing situation. You start watching the clock at some point, and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. This time they called my name quite a while before that scenario actually happened, so I kind of knew. I was warming up on the bike and getting my arm warmed up. So, but yeah, I mean, absolutely, you got to watch the clock, and I was just hoping I'd get a chance, and just took the most out of the opportunity.
When did they give you the heads up that it was going to happen? When did you get on the bike?
Oh, I don't know, probably 7 minutes left in the game, but they had a kind of a long drive there where they kind of ran the clock down a little bit, and then they missed the field goal, which was huge. We thought we were going to get a penalty on it. Unfortunately, we didn't, so we had opportunity there at the end, obviously, to go the distance. And yeah, so I knew the whole time, but it's just a matter of preparing it for it the whole game, really.
How good is this for the team? How good is this for you guys as far as going forward?
That's huge. I think it was a big moment for us as a team just to finish a game like that, not give up. You know, we were down a lot of the game. all of our guys were making plays, and we had a couple of unfortunate events that happened, fumbling at the one, we fumbled in their territory after a big pass, so I thought we had our opportunities to even blow the game out a little bit sooner and kind of take advantage of that, but I think we did a really good job of staying in the game the whole time in all 4 quarters and keeping up with the fight. So.
Austin, do you feel like you should be the guy?
I mean, that's not for me to decide, so I can't really give my opinion on that. I'm going to be ready when my number's called, and that's pretty much all I can say on that. So.
Coach mentioned Lamar was the first guy out there. Did you remember that?
What's that?
That Lamar was the first guy out there to
yeah, and I saw him. Yeah, he was grabbing on me pretty tight. Yeah, I joked with him that I hope we don't get a penalty because we were celebrating out there for what felt like 4 minutes, and they were probably like, "Get off the field, you guys." But yeah, no, he's been my biggest supporter. I've been his biggest supporter. A lot of people have a misconception that we don't like each other, maybe because of the roles that we have, but that's not the case at all. We're each other's biggest fans when each of us is out there, and we go and do the best we can each time. So tonight we had a tag team the game a little bit, but we got to win.
Have you been a part of many game-winning drives, like through your career and stuff like that?
Yeah, there was a couple in high school, but none with this kind of significance, obviously. Yeah, there was some in high school, like I said, a couple in junior college, but this is huge. Just the situation that we were in the game, the situation that we're in during the season is huge. Like I said, just to get the 4th win is big, but it's not going to mean anything if we don't finish the season. We got a lot of season left, and we got to come out tomorrow and get on to San Jose and get prepared for them.
Anything else? Just for the
I know.
you can go off. For the